I thought my wife was cheating. Then I found out who she was really seeing. I never thought I'd be the kind of person who doubts the one they love. I trusted my wife completely. We had been married for 7 years, living a calm, ordinary life. No big fights, no drama. But sometimes things don't break loudly. Sometimes they slowly change until one day you feel something is off. It started with her phone. She used to leave it everywhere. Then suddenly, she didn't. She kept it face down, always close. Whenever I entered the room, the screen went dark. She smiled at messages more often, not laughing, just a quiet smile that didn't include me. I told myself I was overthinking. Everyone deserves privacy. But then the late nights started. "I'm working late," she said, again and again. Her job had never needed overtime before. Now it did. And somehow she always seemed distant on those nights. One night at 2 a.m., her phone vibrated on the nightstand. She didn't wake up. I did. I stared at the screen, fighting the urge to look. I failed. No name, no message, just a heart emoji. My chest tightened. One small symbol, but it felt heavy enough to change everything. From that moment, I started noticing everything. She withdrew cash instead of using her card. Bought a new perfume but never wore it at home. Then one afternoon, I found a second phone hidden in her car. In my mind, the story was clear. She was cheating. Instead of confronting her, I followed her one evening. She didn't go to work. She drove to a quiet neighborhood and parked near a small cafe. I waited across the street. Minutes later, an older man walked in. Gray hair, calm, serious. My heart dropped. They talked for a long time. They laughed, but they never touched. No flirting, no secrets in their body language. Just deep conversation. When they left, they went in opposite directions. Confused and desperate for answers, I followed him. He drove straight to a hospital. That night, I barely slept. The next evening, I confronted her, calmly. "I know about the cafe," I said. She went pale, then started crying. Not defensive crying, relieved crying. She told me everything. She had been adopted as a baby. A year ago, she took a DNA test. She found her biological father, the man from the cafe. He was sick. She didn't know how to tell me and was afraid I'd misunderstand. I told her I followed him. She laughed through her tears and said, "So you stalked my dad?" It turned out he had noticed me hiding behind a car. He thought I was cheating on her. A week later, we met properly. The first thing he said to me was, "Next time, just ask." Sometimes the stories we create in our minds are more dangerous than the truth. I thought my wife was cheating. Instead, I almost ruined my marriage by not asking a simple question. What would you have done?